Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Curly Cake Lamb, and I'm here today to bring you a review of Grownish episode 1, season 5, and it's called Dang, what you say the name of it was? This is what you came for. Okay, so y'all, I'm just gonna start by saying this episode was cool. Not gonna say I got my hopes all the way up because I did not. What I did though was I just went in with a open heart and an open mind. I knew that Junior would be one of the bases of the show because I'm getting the feeling that they're gonna slowly phase everybody out and then the show is gonna be strictly about Junior and his friends. But for right now, we got kind of like a merger situation going on. So just by starting off, Junior was one of my favorite characters on Blackish, so I'm excited to see what's going on. Of course, he's coming off his gap year. He's starting as a freshman at Cal U. He said that he can get through the collegiate program in 3 years because of everything he did in high school. So there's that. So that lets me know at least they're planning to have 3 more seasons out of Grownish if things go according to plan. Zoe flies from New York to meet Aaron and Junior at Junior's dorm. Aaron's helping Junior move in. I thought that Aaron wasn't coming back to Cal U because Cal U did him dirty. So I'm like, wait a minute. what Aaron doing at Cal U? I thought, he was done with Cal U. So apparently they offered him this deal, and I guess because it's his alma mater, he felt like, why not? So that's understandable. One thing that really stood out to me is that Junior is still hesitant about school. He was really hesitant and nervous about it when he was going to Howard the first time, which caused the gap year. And then now a few years later, he still is, hesitant. And plus, I think he feels a somewhat way because he's older than most of the freshmen. But we meet his roommate. I forgot her name, but I'm sure throughout, the season, I'm going to, commit it to memory. But come to find out, Junior is living in a gender inclusive dorm. Sorry. And, they have to get acclimated because, of course, y'all know that Junior is an acquired taste. Junior is not your average guy. Like, he's very much into, like, cartoons. As you can see, he had, like, a Charizard. Like, he's a nerd. But, so I don't think I want to review the episode. I think I'm just going to give y'all my thoughts. Okay, so Grownish has been listening. Grownish has been listening to the cries of the viewers from the past. They now have made, a dark-skinned female main character, which is Anika, played by Justine Scott. They also have a dark-skinned male lead. I don't know that guy's name, but he plays, I think, is it Jay or Zeke? I forget, but he plays football. The little boy is cute. Anyway, him. I'm happy for Slick. Slick is I guess gonna be the female Luca. And I don't think they have nobody that's like really into poli-sci like Anna was, but we meet the new group. They're mingling. Kiela is the RA, and she asks what they come to Cal U for, and Junior is still, he ain't feeling it. He's trying to get acclimated, but he's struggling. So Doug is having an all-white party on campus. Now, this is one thing that I noticed that Grownish did not do. Grownish is bringing up things that we have not seen on camera. And they're important moments that I think that they should have had on camera. Like, for example, they mentioned Anna and Vivek being in a relationship. Well, we don't know that. because when they graduated, Anna and Vivek was not together. They were just friends. They had a few entanglements, but it was, assumed that they would go in their separate ways. Because Vivek was supposed to be going back to school, and Anna was supposed to be going back home to Miami to figure out what she wanted to do with her career. Also, Doug said he is now in a Gamma frat, which I felt like Greek life is like a big part of a college experience. Why did we not see on screen Doug going through his crossing or his pledging? Why we didn't see that? But eventually, I guess, according to the trailer, we're going to see Junior go through some type of a pledging for some type of frat. But I guess he's going to opt out. But anyway, so Zoe is going through typical things when you're transitioning from being a college student to an adult. You got to be an adult. You got to grow up. You got responsibilities, but you still want to go out and party and have fun. So I guess she was trying to get that last little bit of party out of her system. Her and Aaron have been having a long distance relationship, which I thought was going to be different because I thought Aaron was going to be staying in New York with Zoe and he was going to go around the country doing Afro Salon. But Aaron is currently at Cal U, employed as a teaching assistant on the tenure track, which to me, he said that was promising, but to me that didn't sound promising. That just sounded like a gimmick to get Aaron back to Cal U to make them look good, but that's neither here nor there. So Zoe's turning up at the party. Aaron's telling her we should spend time together. Junior is there. He's not feeling it. He runs into Kiela. They have an entanglement in the bathroom. Zoe walks in. I'm just like... But all in all, Junior ends up coming to his senses and he leaves the party. And, he goes back to where all his friends are at the dorm. They have that little friend tracker thing. And they go and eat in the restaurant. I feel like the episode was pretty straightforward. I feel like it was nothing to really dissect, but I did want to come on here and just give my overall thoughts of how episode 1 went. And I feel like Grownish did what they had to do as far as, making us feel okay, I think, with the story slowly transitioning. They still have a little bit of the old in there. And then they brought in a good portion of new. That way they can mingle in with the old. And then we eventually going to get used to the new. And then they're going to phase the old out. I can't not see Grownish being based around Zoe. And I can't even see them being shared. But Zoe completely not being part of the story, I can't really see that right now. Especially because of just the way it's going right now. Also, with, not to compare them to Different World, we always say that, but Different World is the standard. Okay, it's the marker. The Different World never took Dwayne and Whitley out. So they kept Dwayne and Whitley and Ron, and Diggy is kind of like Ron a little bit. He's promoting parties. He's into the frat just like Ron. He's all over. He's into like the different things, networking and being with the bros and stuff like that. So they kept Ron, they kept Whitley, they kept Dwayne. Junior and his new friends are kind of like Charmaine and Dorian and like how Different World. Also, Aaron is a professor at the school, just like how Dwayne Wade was a professor at the school. So it's kind of giving like, watch this, let me stop. It's kind of giving like, it looks like they're following the steps of the blueprint, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so I think that's it. I'm excited to see what episode 2 is going to be about. I'm going to try not to be overly critical this season just because they're trying something new. But like I said, I'm a fan of Junior. I liked his character on Blackish a lot. He was hilarious, and I hope that they roll that over to Grownish. I would have loved to see Bo and Dre with Junior moving in. I think that would have been great. I'm surprised because Bo wasn't there, because y'all know Bo and Junior was mad tight. But they was definitely there when Zoe moved in her first year. So hopefully, just because Black is just over, they still, mingle in, sprinks of Blackish, or, they don't let the characters just fall off just because the show is over. But yeah, y'all, I think that's all I have for this synopsis of episode 1, season 5. I'll be back next week with episode 2 review. Like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at CurlyCakeLamb. And I'll be back with more videos. Just